How much time has passed? Finally finished crying. Kana lifts her face from my chest.
どうしよう。今日まで泣かないように、泣かないようにって、ずっとそう思ってきてたのに。ユマさんが泣いてもいいって私に言ってくれるから。手紙を残してくれた人たちのお願いに、私、答えられませんでした。ごめんなさい。ユマさんの服、汚してしまいました。
Don't worry about it. It's honestly nothing.
私、怖いです。我慢できなくて、ユマさんの前で泣いてしまって。そのせいで、私の中の意地悪が、ユマさんを困らせてしまうでしょうか。
Well, don't worry about it. If the curse really exists, Chinku will see it. He's in my head. He's in my head already, alright? Can't have two things in your head. That's not how... That's not how schizophrenia works. Trust. I shake my head. Don't worry about me. I'm not scared whatsoever of your tears. I already have someone in my head. And I know you'll probably deny it, but you've been crying all the time, haven't you? Yet, everybody's still just fine.
意地悪です。
You're just a crybaby at heart, Kana. She snuffles and wipes at the corner of her eye. You don't need to worry. That curse inside your head didn't spread to me. I don't feel a thing.
本当ですか?
Yep.
嘘ではなくて。
Nope, not lying. Shinku would have told me. I mean, the voices in my head would have told me. Yeah, that makes me sound more sane. I definitely sound sane now. Although part of me wishes I were. Turns out, you were just worrying a whole bunch over nothing. The two rules of not crying in front of others and not speaking with the parasites to others, I guess they were all simply born from some unfounded paranoia. I mean, okay, here's the thing. If you didn't catch my stream, right, don't worry about it. I'll just say what I said on there. What my belief is, at the moment, is that... what a theory, I mean, is that this could be simply the nocebo effect. Now, if you don't know what the nocebo effect is, you've got the nocebo effect and you've got the placebo effect, right? The placebo effect essentially boils down to, if you believe something enough, it becomes true, right? Like, in some experiments of, you're ill, and a doctor gives you a sugar pill, and he tells you that this will cure your sickness. And it does, right? The nocebo effect is essentially the same thing, but the negative of it. So now you take the sugar pill and the doctor tells you that it will make you sick and you become sick. So Kana reading that scroll, the writing, right, at a young age, coming to this foreign world through the means of the butterflies, right? These foreign entities, reading that the butterflies will take your memories, and the first thing you'll forget is your own name. And now she suddenly forgets her own name. And now she fully believes that these butterflies will erase her memories. She has 10 years to live, and they will hatch in her brain after 10 years, and so on and so forth, right? The only problem with that theory is when she opens up, when is the scene when she opened up the book and the words came flying out of the page, right? That can't really be explained by the nocebo effect. So, you know, is it real? Is it not real? Is it the rules that aren't real? Is just that she actually is infected and she just can't spread it? You know, it's complicated. But what I do know is that if Yuma was infected, well, there's 3 games, isn't there? Those 3 games. Well, okay. Well, if he is infected, those 3 games guaranteed would be able to span between 10 years. Still, Kana's route would not be able to. No, I'm wrong about that. Kana's route could span between a week. The game's already supposedly gone through 3 weeks only. So 1 week for the rest of the route is not that far-fetched, is it? And the proof is right here in front of us. I'm completely fine, as you can see. I already lose my memories every day.
そうかもしれません。でも、ずっと一人だった私には、それを確かめる術がありませんでしたから。
Yeah, and the one person you did have with you died.
ユマさん。
Yeah?
私、勇気が欲しいんです。
He looks up at me imploringly.
この手紙を開いてみるだけの勇気が欲しい。ユマさんがそばにいてくれたから、私はたくさん泣けたけど、ずっと一人で我慢していた怖かった気持ちも、寂しい気持ちも、全部吐き出せたように思いますけど、それでもまだ、この手紙に書かれていることを目にする怖さを忘れられません。だからユマさん、私に怖いのを忘れさせてほしいです。
You want me to make you forget it? I contemplate how exactly I'd go about doing that. Is there anything I can do?
はい。私のお願い、聞いてくれますか？
Sure.
ギュッとしてください。
Huh?
そうしてもらえれば、私、安心できそうな気がするんです。ユマさんから勇気をもらえそうです。それに、
Yeah?
思いっきり泣いたばかりの顔をあまり見られなくてすみます。
Okay. We sit on the bed together, and I wrap my arms around her from behind. Before going to bed, we decided to open the letter. The letter containing the whereabouts of Kana's mother. Kana read through it with a stern expression on her face. Then, after reaching the end, she softly mutters,
お母さん、お母さん、やっと会いに行けるね。
Mind you, this is not in the all ages version. And now we're suddenly in Yuma's room. How? I don't know. They teleported there. I opened my eyes. Already morning? Already morning. I sit upright. Thereupon, I recall the events of last night. Last night, I promised Kana that I would go and see her mum with her. Also, right, we slept with one another. Well, I guess that explains this. Kana's currently asleep next to me, and it's the same CG. I wonder why they switched. I wonder why they moved to the manager's room. Almost because they didn't want to redraw a similar CG for Kana's room. And to be honest, I don't blame them. Kana's currently asleep next to me. I don't know if I said that. When did you get changed into your pajamas? I can't keep my butt grin slightly as I gaze at her sleeping face. She's sleep talking. Oh brother, what on earth is she dreaming about? It strikes me as a bit cute. And I even get the urge to tease her. Oh, this is different. Wow. How is she still asleep? Her mouth opens and closes like a fish at feeding time. Maybe I should cover her mouth. No, that would be too cruel. Kana, wake up. I flick her forehead. Morning. My forehead smarts. That I don't think that's how you use that word. Oh, I don't know. Oh?
詳しい内容は忘れましたけど、なんだか急に優しくなったユマさんとイチャイチャし続ける夢でした。ユマさんの幼馴染さんがとても悔しがってました。
That sounds like foreshadowing.
でも突然途中から息ができなくなっちゃって。
Sorry, I thought it was funny.
何がですか?
I know it's not an excuse, but you look really adorable when you're asleep. So it made me want to tease you. Sorry about that. She pulls the covers up to her eyes and scowls at me in contempt.
何をされたのかわかりませんけど、そんなこと言われちゃうと、もう怒れないじゃないですか。
I've never tried this before. Hang on. If I do this, right? Yeah, okay, it just changes back. Morning, Kana.
はい。おはようございます。
We share a bashful smile, then lean in and exchange a light kiss.
それでは着替えてきますね。
Alright. I'll get ready in the meantime, too.
はい。お昼前には出発できるようにしておきます。
With that, she scurries back to her room. Before lunch, I recall what was written on the paper. I made the decision last night to go visit the location. mother's final resting place. Alright. I need to get ready too. Upon walking back inside it from the doorway. Thank God you weren't awake. I spot Shinku sitting glumly in a dark corner of the room holding her knees. Unless she was awake. What's the matter with you, Shinku? Why are you just sitting there with a frown on your face?
ひどい。
Huh?
ひどいぞ、ユーマ。
He was awake. Is it my imagination or does it sound like she's been crying? What did I do?
私がいるのに、それなのに、あんなこと。
What?
昨日の夜だよ。いきなりカナと、あんな、エッチなことを。
Hey, okay, she wanted it, alright? Right. In my defense, Shinku did inform me that that she's using her power on somebody's mind. That when she uses her power on somebody's mind, she falls into a deep slumber afterward. That's why I thought she wouldn't be watching. She used the power on Kana, so she should have been sleeping inside me after that. Listen, Shinku, alright? You're gonna have to get used to it, because this is only the first H scene out of many. Shinku? No way. Is she actually crying? Say it isn't so. But then, sting. I feel a jolt of pain in my chest. Huh? It's unpleasant and it hurts. It catches me completely unawares. Unaware.
エッチなのは嫌いだって言ったのに。
Wait, Shinku, we were just...
好きなのか？
Shinku?
ユーマはあの子のことが好きなのか？
I think that's a given, but he still doesn't have the balls to say yes. Well, the sudden realization hits me that I went and took her virginity without even telling her that I loved her. I'm such a scumbag. I really am. That was beyond rude of me. I'll have to tell Kana as soon as I see her that I love her. Okay, well now it seems forced. That I love Minami Kana. I need to let her know as soon as possible.
そうか。
Huh?
好きなんだな。お前はあの子のことが。
Yuku stands up and walks over to me.
おめでとう、ユーマ。お前は私が知らない恋することを知りつつあるんだな。
Well, that's because you didn't have Yuma back then. She offers me a warm smile.
ユーマが恋を知るには、やっぱり私の出番なんてどこにもなかったってことだよな、きっと。
Well, you sure didn't need any help from you because you did use your powers. Something about that smile stings. Even my heart, I feel a tiny, tiny prickle of pain. Yeah, because you've betrayed your one true waifu, Shinku. Why? This is wrong. Why do I feel so sad? Shinku. I consider holding her hand for a second, but quickly perish the thought. Come on, at least hold her hand.
とにかく、
Huh?
そのお前の好きの気持ちをあの子にちゃんと伝えろよ。 相互理解が成り立ってこその恋愛、恋することだって私は思ってる。
Correct. Tinku's face then loosens into a smile as she seems to look off into the distance.
お前が恋することをあの子に対して成立させる。それが叶えば
Your wish will be fulfilled.
はあ、そうだな。そうだったよな。
Was?
なんでもない。とにかく頑張れよ男の子。応援してるぞ。
And I
だけどな。
need to see that again. Yeah. That was it.
もう二度と私の前であんなエッチなことをするんじゃないぞ。じゃないと私はどうしていいかわからなくなるから。
I wish I could promise you that.
大丈夫。もう少しの我慢だ。あと少しでお前は自由になれるだろうと思うよ。
Say that, but there are 2 more games after this with your face on them. So I don't think this is I don't think that falling in love with Kana will be very simple. Will fulfill that wish of yours. What do you mean by that?
さあね。どういうことかな。
Look, I believed that if Shinku's wish was fulfilled, that she would disappear, right? But then I remembered that there's 2 more games after this with Shinku in them. So either it's that the wish does not get fulfilled, or does not disappear.
そういうわけで私は少しの間眠ってる。
And if she does not disappear after her wish is fulfilled, then she's gonna have to get used to Yuma and Kana having hot, steamy sex every night. Never mind. Is this because you used the power?
そうだな。そんなとこだな。立ち向かうこと。
Huh?
今ユーマが考えているカナのためにできること。
Shinku? Shinku furrows her brow ever so slightly. There seems to be a distant fear in her eyes over the real possibility of what is to come. She then shakes her head, telling me, never mind, forget that. I was just talking to myself.
とにかく頑張れ。私はずっとお前の味方だ。応援してるぞ、ユーマ。
Thanks, baby girl. Ready to head out?
はい。途中でお花を買っていきたいんですけど、いいですか？
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea.
本当だったらお花以外にもお母さんの好きな食べ物とかも買っていければいいのかもしれませんが、そういうのもあまり思い出せないんです。悲しいですけれど。もうあまりお母さんのことについては覚えていません。ユーマさんのことを覚えておくだけで精一杯です。多分たくさん本を読んでも追いつかないくらい頭の中のあれの食欲は大きくなっていて、怖いです。ユーマさん、頭の中がゾワゾワします。
Don't worry, Kana. I have a way to save you. We'll talk about it when we on the way back.
はい。
I sink into thought. To fight against. And the one thing I can do for Kana at the moment. The two things are one and the same. Then, just as I reach out to open the front door, I hear footsteps. Someone is running fastly down the hallway toward us. Oh. Shigure? Manager appears before us, his face pale.
ユウマくん、
What's wrong? Is everything alright?
本当か？
Huh? There's a deep intensity in his voice as he questions me.
御霊送りだ。あの子が今年は白が選ばれてしまったというのは本当なのか？
Oh, yeah, you kind of missed that. It's a bit too late now, she's dead. You can't bring her back. Well, I avert my eyes, staring solemnly at the ground. Yes, it's true. I nod. Kana and I handled this year's ritual in your place.
そんな、まさかこんなことが。
I'm sorry, Shigure. Because I'm acting manager of the dorm. I decided arbitrarily that it would be my responsibility to take care of everything pertaining to the basement and all the work and other requests that came through the cabinet from the parallel worlds. Maybe that was an error on my part. Maybe I'm to blame. I don't need to see this again. Or maybe I'm to blame for allowing Haku to die when she could have been saved.
いや、違うよ。君は何も悪くない。君の言う通り、ここの仕事を代行してもらうってことは、僕がここで行っていた何もかもを君に引き受けてもらうってことだった。だから君があの儀式の先達を僕の代わりに行ってくれたことはありがたいことだ。本当にありがとう。感謝してる。ただ、まさか白が選ばれるだなんて、そんなことはまるで考えていなかったんだ。都合がいいような僕は。自分の大切な者たちに限っては、そういった悲しいことは起こらない。辛い事情の何もかもとは未来永劫無関係。そんな風に無根拠に信じ込んでしまう。本当に僕は愚かだった。もう少しだけでも想像力を働かせてさえいれば、こんなことにはならずに済んだかもしれないのに。
Shigure.
先ほど町の者たちに聞いたんだ。白はもういないと。
I see.
やっと見つかったのに。僕の探していたものがやっと。それを報告すべき相手がいなくなってしまっては元も子もないじゃないか。
What do you mean by that? I feel a slight unease welling inside me as I speak. I know it isn't something I should pry into, but I can't help but be curious. You were searching for something for Haku?
あ、
Ren.
僕が探していたもの。
Ren.
それは
Ren.
白の旦那だ。
I forgot his other syllable. Ren. Oh. Never mind. What?
彼の名はレンヤ。
Renya, that's
敷島レンヤという。
rent a girlfriend. Never mind.
彼が今を生きている世界にはどうしてだかなかなかこちらから干渉することが難しくて、それに僕の力の事情もあって見つけ出すことが難しかった。でも先日やっと見つけたんだ、その居場所を。 そこへ向かうには少々難しい事情があって、そのためにはここを留守にしなければいけなかった。だから君にここの管理をしていてもらえないかと話したんだ。
Yeah, that was probably a mistake.
そうして長い旅路を踏んで本人と会い、どうかハクとレンに会ってやってほしいと頭を下げて、それで昨日やっとその了承を得たところだったんだ。
Haku's husband. Also, the man who was Ren's father. Renya. Think back to the dream I saw. The dream where I glimpsed into Haku's past.
どうしてもハクとは会いたくない。会えない事情があるんだと、そういう相手をなんとか解き伏せることができたのに。それなのに、まさかこんなことになっていただなんて。
Why? Why would you do all this for Haku's sake?
それは、あの子がたくさん苦しい思いをしてしまったのは、僕のせいだからだよ。
You? But why? What did you...
なあ、あの子はね、人間である僕の娘。
Ah. I see. Ah, okay. Yeah, so that's... He pauses, then hangs his head, apparently finding it difficult to continue. Shugure?
いや、なんでもない。忘れてくれ。とにかく僕は、あの子たちの喜ぶ顔が見たかった。ただそれだけのことなんだよ。
He throws up a feeble smile. Huh? Something odd then strikes me. Shikishima Renya. That last name sounds very familiar. It bugs me, but there are more pressing matters at hand. I push the question of Renya's last name aside for now. There seems to be many details to this situation that I don't know about.
ところで君たち。
Yeah?
話は変わるけど、二人してこんな朝早くからどこかへ出かけでもするのかな。
Yeah. We have a little something to take care of.
いろいろ
Yeah. I'm not sure how to best go about explaining everything. I ponder. Hey, Kana.
はい。
Why don't we try asking Shigure for help? He might know some way to solve all of this.
それは
Don't worry, I'll explain the parasites to him. And then he can get infected. I mean, look, I don't think it... I think it should be fine if Yuma explains it, because he's not infected by it, apparently. Because tears don't spread it, right? Despite what the scroll said.
はい。よろしくお願いします。
眉虫どういうことだい
Don't worry about it. We take him to a quiet location in order to explain the situation in detail and elicit his advice. Yes.
なるほど。そんなことが。
Also, if you're still a bit confused as to why he pointed out Shikishima. I'm sure it'll be if not in this route, I'm sure it'll be pointed out in Kyo's route because her last name is Shikishima. So interesting. After listening to our brief synopsis of everything, he folds his arms pensively.
何度事情を聞いても君がほとんど何も話してくれなかったのはそういうわけなのか。
すみません。管理人さんだけじゃなくて、ユーマさんにもなんて説明すればいいのか、上手なやり方がわからなかったんです。
そうか。頑張ったんだな、かなちゃん。ずっとそんな辛いことをたった一人で。
いえ、そんな。
He hangs her head bashfully.
そんなことないです。
Tears begin to well in her eyes. That was a bit odd. When Shigure praised her, I felt a reaction to his words as well. What do you think? Do you think there's a way to get rid of the parasites in her head? I look him sternly in the eye. Part of me expects to hear good news, but I don't know if I should be readily optimistic. Yeah, especially since it's this fucking game.
うん。それ自体は非常に簡単だよ。
Just stop thinking. Oh, wait a minute. The two of us stare at Shigure, mouths agape. He has a solution for everything, doesn't he? It's a simple solution. You know, if Shigure was here, Haku wouldn't have died. I'm just saying. There's a curse that has been afflicting Kana for 10 long years of her life. And he speaks as if it can be lifted at the drop of a hat. To be honest, this is rather anticlimactic. I was prepared to endure no small amount of hardship and suffering in order to save her. No, she's already gone through enough suffering. She doesn't need more of that.
うん。簡単だよ。僕はその方法を知っている。
She just needs to forget everything.
ただし、僕が簡単だと言ったのは、体の中から虫を吐き出させるといったところまでだ。
And how can we do that?
ああ。まずは簡単に説明をしようか。カナちゃんの頭の中に寄生しているもの。それは僕の家族が式として使用しているものと元をたどれば同じなんだ。
I got the feeling that was the case. Really?
うんうん。僕たちは小さな頃からその虫を体内で飼い、それらの汚れを浄化し、式として使いこなしている。そのためにはそれなりの儀式や修練が必要だ。一朝一夕では難しい。だが体内からそれを追い出すだけのことはそう難しくもなくできる。
He then pulls out the pipe in his sleeve, from his sleeve. Ew.
僕が使うこのタバコは体内の式をいぶし出すためのもの。これを使えばカナちゃんの中から虫を吐き出させることができるだろうと思うよ。言ってみれば虫下しみたいなものだ。
So she just has to smoke it like you do?
いや、この場合ではそういう風に使うのではダメなんだ。うん、女の子にタバコを吸わせるのはよろしくないとか、そんな事情じゃもちろんないよ。
Okay, so I was wrong about it being a nocebo. It does exist. And it is very easy to remove. Thank you, Shigure. He smiles humorously, and the tension in the air seems to lift ever so slightly. Actually, on second thought, maybe this isn't such a simple solution as Shigure made it out to be.
僕たちとカナちゃんとでは事情が違う。僕らは恋で体内に虫を寄生させているが、カナちゃんは事故だ。野生の虫はある意味で悪意の塊になってしまっている。好きあれば人の体内に潜り込もうと、そればかりを本能的に考えているんだ。吐き出された虫は悪意の塊。すぐにまたカナちゃんの中に入ろうとするだろう。だから外に出てきた瞬間、すぐに殺さなくてはいけない。そのためには、この部屋中に虫の嫌うこのタバコの煙を焚いて、充満させなくてはいけないんだ。
Ah. Well, as long as you find an empty room, smoke it, fill it with smoke. Because look, any room that's filled with tobacco smoke is going to smell like tobacco for ever. For a very long time. I see.
そのようにしていぶし出し、虫を殺す。それだけのことで問題は解決すると、そう思うよ。もしかしたらカナちゃんがなくした知識や記憶も取り戻せるかもしれない。
So then she'd be able to know her real name again.
虫や知識や記憶を食べるのではなく、実際はそれを拠り所にして生きているだけだからね。頭の中からそれがいなくなれば、なくしたと思っていたものも帰ってくるかもしれない。
So essentially what the bug is doing is like moving it's like if you move a file from your storage from one hard drive to another. That's an easy way to put it, right?
そんな
Kana?
そんな管理人さんにとって簡単にできてしまうようなことで、私の不自由は解決してしまうものだったんですね。
Apparently.
もっと早くにどうにかして相談できていればって、どうしてもそう思ってしまいます。
I mean, look, even if you did put two and two together and come to the conclusion that the seedlings look similar to the butterflies that may be inside her head, you know, she still wouldn't risk it, right? That's what I'm saying.
あ、でも確かにあの虫は宿主の吐き出す言葉に乗って他者へ卵を産みつけようとする。だからおいそれと関係ない人間に説明はできない。
That's what I'm saying. What if the seedling was not related to the parasitic butterfly and they just look similar, right? So then now Shigure is infected and now he only has 10 years to live and there's no cure or something like that, right?
涙を流してはいけないし、筆談もダメという規則については初耳だけど、とにかくそういった事情が君にはあったんだ。それをあんまり後悔しても意味はないよ。できなかったことには、そうできなかっただけの訳があったんだから。
Yeah, I mean, even if you could think logically about it, like, sure, it doesn't make sense that the parasitic butterfly would transfer through tears and writing, but like at the same time, it's the supernatural being that eats your memories. So like, it could be possible, right? It can already transfer through word of mouth. So like, who's to say it can't transfer through other means?
はい。
よし、そうと決まれば善は急げだ。今から準備をしようか。カナちゃんの中から悪い虫を追い出そう。
Just as we're about to get started,
ちょっと
Man, she's been listening the whole time.
それってどういうことなの？
Don't worry about it. Mio. I turn around to find Mio standing at the entrance of to the dining room. And not only her, Kyo, Tsukasa, and Ayumu are present as well. Don't worry about it. But what are you guys doing here?
申し訳ないけれど、今の話、立ち聞きさせてもらったの。
Look, Yuma, I don't know why you're questioning why they're here. You're still in a public place, and you know, a common place for people to be around this time of day. You know, breakfast time. Where do you think people are going to? Where do you think people are going to go for breakfast? To the fucking dining room, which is also connected to the kitchen. So, you know. How much did you hear?
ほとんど最初から。
You know, it would have just been better if you went into the manager's office or Kana's room. I was too focused on Shigeru's explanation. Hadn't noticed at all.
嫌い。やっぱり私、あなたのことが嫌いだわ。
Okay, you're being a bit harsh there, Mio.
あなたたちの話をただ聞いてるだけじゃ、私には詳しいことは何もわからなかったけど。ねえ、どうして相談してくれなかったの？
Because she couldn't?
如月さん。確かに言われるまでもなく、私たちにできることなんて少ないかもしれないけど、少ないなんて言うのも言い過ぎで、実際にできることなんて何もなかったと思う。でも私はあなたに相談してほしかった。
Well, if you heard the conversation, then you would have realized that she couldn't say anything about it. So, why are you getting mad at her for not talking about it to anyone?
ただ話してくれるだけでよかった。そうすれば。
And how would she be able to explain it without the potential of transferring it to someone else? Without the potential of infecting someone else?
そうすれば、一緒に何か方法を考えてみるくらいのことはできたかもしれないのに。それなのに最後の最後まで何も話してくれないなんて。それは。
There were reasons why she couldn't. Reasons that Mio should know if she heard the conversation. Although Mio surely understands that. She understands just how hopeless Kana truly felt.
私たちまだ知り合って半年も経ってないけど、それでも私はあなたのことをここで一緒に暮らす仲間だと思ってたの。
Yeah, but do you consider yourself close enough to Kana to potentially cut your lifespan down to 10 years? If there wasn't a cure to this?
それなのに、そんな命に関わるようなことを秘密にされたら、どんどんあなたへの嫌いが加速していくわ。だから私も手伝う。
Mio, it's fine. Shigure has a solution already. You don't need to butt in.
今からあなたを自由にするために何かをするんでしょ？
It's not hopefully, it's 99% chance, you know.
これまで私は何も 話を聞くことだってできなかったんだもん。お願い、これ以上あなたのことを嫌いにさせないで。うん。
Oh, hey, Kyo. I was just talking about you. How's you... Do you know anyone else named Shikishima? But anyone by the name of Renya by any chance? Never mind.
式が相手なら私にも何かできるかもしれないの。
Yeah, I know you would because you've clearly shown that you can use Seeklings. Kyo says, hinting at something meaningful. As for Yumu, as usual, his facial expression is impossible to read.
ありがとう。
And Tsukasa says nothing. Kana squeezes her eyes closed.
皆さん、ありがとうございます。
Look, Tsukasa, Mio, Ayumu, I don't even think they know about the parallel worlds. Kyo knows, at least. So, you know, he would at least be able to help. Especially since she knows how to control Seeklings. Begin to ruminate. What is it that I can do for Kana right here, right now? I need to fight against it. I need to do the one thing that I can do for her. Now, I know what that is. No, Yuma, you've already done good enough, alright? You can't do much after... You can't really do much, alright? Shigure can do basically everything, alright? The most you need is... The most you can do to help is to have is to be a shoulder for her to cry on, alright? We all follow Shigure's instructions and preparations proceed apace. We close every door and window to the room and do what we can to prevent the smoke escaping. You know what would help? If you found a room that had less potential ways of smoke to escape out of. Like a storage room. Or a bedroom. Or, you know, a smaller room with only a door and potentially one window. The toilet would be a good example as well. The bathroom, especially, right? You know, the dining room is pretty open, so, like, you know, it's not like she's gonna die if she leaves the dining room. Following that, we place incense plates in every corner of the room, pile up on them the tobacco Shigure gives us before setting it alight. Will this work?
あ、ありがとう。大丈夫だよ。
Wow, it's almost like he's fully confident in this working, and we didn't need anyone else helping. We don't even need Yuma here. Like, it would have been fine with Shigure and Kana, right? You didn't need everyone else here.
みんなが手伝ってくれたからね。随分と簡単に準備が整った。
It's like going onto a construction site and you've got 5 people standing around doing jack shit while one guy is doing all the work. I'm okay, it isn't like that. They all chipped in a bit so that it was faster, right? You're not on a time crunch, you've still got a week. So, you know.
カナちゃん以外の僕らはマスクをしていた方がいいだろう。あと耳栓もだ。吐き出された虫は近くにいる人間になら誰でも寄生しようとするからね。
So, it's better if everyone got the fuck out except Shigure and Kana. Easy.
だから本当のところを言えば、君たちをこうして立ち会わせるのはどうかと思うんだが。
Especially since there doesn't need to be more than 2 people in the room.
ここに座っていていいんですか？
Why are we here? Why are they all here? I'm including Yuma in this. Mio plops down next to Kana.
キサラギさん、私いつもここに座ってたんだもの。今日に限って別の椅子だなんて不自然じゃない？
If something goes wrong and the butterfly infects someone else, then you're gonna have to restart the process all over again.
わかった。みんな、かなちゃんを囲うようにして座ってくれないか。
Is this gonna become a CG or something?
はい、わかりました。
Tsukasa finally said something. Tsukasa trots over and takes her position next to Kana.
お姉さんの身の安全は私がしっかりお守りします。右も左も上から下から全方向からお任せなのです。気持ちは嬉しいですけど、でも如月さん、司さん、私の近くにいすぎるのは。いいから、私はここがいいの。
ゆうまくん、これをみんなに回してくれないかな。
Shigure, you do realize Yuma's also a kid. Never mind. Sure. I pass the masks and earplugs it gives me to everyone.
さて、準備は万端といったところだが。かなちゃん、君の方はどうかな？用意はできてる？
はい、大丈夫です。
Like, the only reason these guys are here is for emotional support, and Yuma already makes up 99% of it, so, you know.
そんなに緊張することはないよ。痛いことも苦しいことも何もない。ただ一度、息を吸って吐いてのワンセット。それだけの短い時間で全部が終わる。
You know, it just has the possibility of infecting someone else if one of their masks is slightly loose, or if one of the earplugs aren't in tightly enough. You know, aren't fully inserted enough, you know. It's just that possibility. And the risk is increased when there's more people around. You know, like there is now.
でも、煙がしっかり部屋を満たすまで、あと少しだけ待とうか。
We bide our time until the cloudy smoke has filled the air. Strangely, it doesn't feel very ashy or suffocating.
深呼吸して。思いっきり深く。
はい。
Actually, how would that work? Right? Well, never mind. She nods and inhales.
ストップ。息を止めて。
Her face immediately turns bright red, and she begins to shake. Listen, Kana, I'm holding my breath too. How much longer does she need to hold it, Shigure? Her face is bright red, and it looks like it's gonna turn white any moment.
もういいよ。
Listen, mate, I talked while holding my breath, so what's your excuse, Kana? I catch a brief glimpse of something sparkling on the puff of breath that she gasped out. Shigure?
Oh.
can I ask something?
Mm.
Why isn't Yuma wearing a blindfold and earplugs? Are there supposed to be so many of those parasitic bugs? The room is teeming with numerous glittering butterflies. But there's something different about them. When Shigure breathes out a butterfly, it seems mystical and magical. But the butterflies floating in front of us now, they look so sinister. Yeah, the glowing butterflies are colored red instead of green. That means they're evil. Like, what do you mean? They feel sinister. Shigure? Why? Why isn't he saying anything? I know he's concentrating. He's doing his job. He's trying to do his job.
ごめん、かなちゃん。
Oh, great. There's a fucking...
これは僕の手には負えそうにない。
Of course you can't. There's always a fucking catch, isn't there, in this fucking game? It's never easy. Open my eyes. Huh? What happened? This is odd. Apparently I fell asleep at some point. Right. I fell asleep. Even though we were right in the middle of an important procedure to save Kana's life. Everyone else was face down on the table like I was, as though they had their consciousness whisked away by something. Kana, are you alright? I jostled Kana, who's sitting in front of me. Wake up. What happened? You know, I shouldn't be surprised that Shigure couldn't cure Kana, because we wouldn't have any more Kana out, right? Oh god. Much better. Hey, you awake now? She rubs her eyes wearily before looking around her.
何があったんでしょうか。
Everyone died.
どうして私も皆さんも眠ってしまっていたんでしょうか。
I don't know either. I can't remember a thing. All I know is that I fell asleep. That's why I was hoping you might know something.
ごめんなさい。わかりません、私にも。変ですね。ついさっきまでしっかり起きていたと思ってたのに、まるで時間が飛んでしまったみたいな感じがします。
Yeah, this is definitely weird. I think back. I recall Kana breathing out a massive amount of butterflies, which shocked me since I'd sort of vaguely pictured it only being one in my head. No, you pictured it as being one in her head. Never mind. I recall Shigure looking at Kana pale-faced and apologizing to her. That's it. I have no recollection of what happened thereafter. It almost seems like a dream.
皆さん、起こしますか?
Yeah, they've all been infected with butterfly now. It's all your fault, Kana. Yeah, we probably should. You can rest, though. I'll do it. I scanned the area again, counting the sleeping faces. Huh? That isn't right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone's missing.
ユマさん。
Kana's voice quivers slightly. Curious, I turn around and find her eyeing me with an imploring expression. Kana, what's wrong? Is everything alright?
嘘。
What are you talking about?
なくなってます。
What's gone?
はい。頭の中の違和感がないんです。もぞもぞゴソゴソするような、いつも何かにギューってされてるような、ずっと付き合ってきた、そんな頭の中の違和感が消えてしまっているんです。
Oh, that was just a migraine. Wait, so does that mean...
はい。多分、頭の中の意地悪が消えてしまっています。
Yeah, but there was a catch, wasn't there? So where's Sugure?
それに、どうしよう、ユマさん。すごいです。信じられません。
Anna produces a black glasses case from her pocket and holds it tightly against her chest.
嘘でしょ、お母さん。私、思い出したよ。
Maybe the first thing you should have remembered is your name. You know, the thing that identifies you. Large tear droplets roll down her cheeks. Alright, this is meant to be an emotional moment. But, you know, where the fuck's Shigure?
すごい。どうしよう。お母さんが帰ってきた。帰ってきてくれた。
In all honesty, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. But whatever the case, it seems that Kana has regained something very, very precious to her. However, it feels as though we have lost something of great importance in turn. But what? There's this big gaping hole inside of me. I don't know what I've lost or why, but something that was once there is almost definitely not there now. Oh, everyone's forgotten Shigure, haven't they? Or, well, someone.
ありがとう、お母さん。ずっとそばにいてくれたんだ。
I survey the room, check everyone's sleeping faces one by one, before finally looking at Kana's sobbing face. I'm searching for them, that irreplaceable important member of our group who is no longer there, here.